Hey tubies, alright, it's been a flipping long time from the last time I posted up on YouTube, so I'm going to try and bring you up to speed on what's happened so far. Right, as you probably noticed last time, I think I hit around about 3,000 points. I'm now up to 6,000, almost 7,000 points now, probably 7,000 quite easily now. So it's quite a lot of points. I haven't really gone into detail on them as such. It was hard enough trying to get the base coat sorted and getting them a right consistency throughout the force. So every single one of my every single one of my models, apart from the independent characters, are now base coated. And anyway, you don't want to listen to me babble, so I'll show you the models anyway. Okay, so as you can see, my independent characters are still not painted yet. I have no idea what to do with them yet. I thought about doing like a Ravenwing, Deathwing, Dark Angel type cross colour scheme going on with them all, but I don't know. But anyway, I'll show you my entire force now. So there's quite a lot, as you can see. Mainly tactical marines, but they're actually more effective than you think they are in the game. Okay, so we have an assault squad with satin varnish and a final finish with a base coat. We have Sternguard veteran assault squad, I believe. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm probably going to use them as a normal assault squad and convert them a little. We have a tactical marine now. Bear in mind they're all my own bases. I managed to get some cork from somewhere, and I decided to use the cork as a base. They're actually quite effective actually. So I'll just show you a quick tour over of all my tactical marines. Now then, this one here is actually finished. Okay, that's what they will all look like eventually. Obviously, as I get better with the painting, the details will be more defined. But as it stands, the actual base coating technique that I'm using works better than I thought actually. I followed the guy called Buy Painted on YouTube, but for some reason I couldn't get the paint scheme down, so I decided to water my olive green down a little bit better, and it just works a treat. I'm doing about 5 to 1, so five thinners to 1 paint. So it's almost like a water, a wash, I suppose. That squad's a bit small. I'm taking one off of there and putting it on a Razorback. Possibly turning into a Devastator squad. Oh yeah, and I did hover over this one just now, didn't I? This was a Tactical Marine squad, but I decided, with all my lightning claws that I had, etc., I decided to turn them into a company veteran squad. I've got loads of Deathwing Terminators, but they're going to be used as artillery. So they'll be shooting. So there's Librarian Termial. Well, it's not Librarian Termial, I use them as a Librarian level 2. Then over here to my Dreadnoughts. Now, you saw that one before, but he's got a new base now. And there's my new paint scheme. Don't know which one I like, but I'm going to stick with that one, I think. Simply because it's just a lot easier to do than that one. That one took me absolutely ages, and plus that was my first one. I don't think I can actually get another Dreadnought to look anything like that. So I've decided to stick with that scheme, because that's my latest up to date, and I think Dark Angels looks a little bit more colourful with a bit more brightness on them. So you've seen them. Right, on to my Belial. My Belial guy is from the Deathwing Terminator Command Squad, but I liked him so much that I converted him to Belial. As you can see, he's got a nice Stormbolter there, so that's going to be his super duper Stormbolter that he's got, and there's the Sword of Silence, or something like that anyway. I'm still not used to my codex, by the way, so if I'm talking a load of rubbish, you'll have to excuse me. Then you got my Terminator Command Squad. Right, that one there and that there, they're magnetised. I'm actually, if I can find a safe way of doing so, I'm actually going to magnetise my whole Terminators, every single one of them, just so that I can change them and like have squads of 10 whenever I want and stuff like that. So anyway, moving on. I'm always babbling, so sorry about this, guys. So as I said, I'm just doing a quick browse over of where I am at so far. These will eventually be painted into detail. I'm actually thinking about base coating with my airbrush. Well, by the way, the last time I did these, I had a bog standard airbrush which came with my compressor, but I enjoyed airbrushing that much that I upgraded my airbrush and now I have an Infinity 2-in-1. Yes, it cost 200 quid. Yes, I'm skinned. So anyway, I'm at the moment for a limited time only. This is, I believe the date is somewhere in September, 4th of September. So the 4th of September, I will be offering a free commission basis. All you have to do is buy the models and send them to me, and I will paint them up and send them back to you free of charge. Yes, that is free of charge. If you wish for me to paint an entire army, I will still do that to the paint scheme that you choose. However, you will have to bear with me as this is mine and I've had this a year and a half. But you know, if I'm doing a commission, I would put a hell of a lot more time into it so that I can make sure there's a nice finished product. There's my quality of freehand. Okay. You'll have to excuse the Dark Angels with the skull. That's going to be a lot better once I get around to doing it. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with the skull yet. But that is also internal. For those of you on Warhammer 40k, you'll know that I've got the internal done as well. And I can open the thing. It's handy, isn't it? It's never a good thing to open a tank up with one hand. It's all painted inside. I like my rhinos and everything else, which has got an open bay on them, to be painted inside. So that's that. I gotta do the weathering on that rhino though, which I'm scared to do. And everybody here going, oh, it's not that hard to do. I know, but I'm taking my time with things, making sure that I get the right job on them. Indicator. Now these things, can't remember the name of the site, it's driving me nuts. Something Miniatures. That's no help whatsoever, so I do apologise. But this is from one character, one model. I get that, and then I decided to one part resin them all. So now I have 6 of these, and I have a mould over there which I can do as many as I want. These are not for sale, by the way. Like I said, these are not for sale. Anything that I mould, I will be keeping myself, so as not to face copyright laws and all that rubbish. So there we are. That's my entire Dark Angel force. Did I show you the painted one? Not really happy with the paint job that came out on that, so I'll have to take some more time on it. But yeah, there's the paint scheme for my Raven Wing, which I'm definitely drawn towards now. I did try and go with this to match the tanks, but felt there was a bit too much green in the army, so I will probably go with that. But obviously a much better paint job, and I'll probably take about 4 days doing one bike. Don't laugh, it will be 4 days. So, I hope you enjoyed the video. I do apologise for being so long since the last time I did it, but had a camera problem and I couldn't get a decent camera or anything, so hopefully the camera's going to come into focus about now. Thank you very much. So I hope I've done what I was hoping to do, and that's basically raise my awareness. I want to get into commission-based painting, but you know, my word needs to get spread. So fingers crossed. Got my fingers crossed that the commission will go ahead and I will be able to do some free commissions to at least build up my portfolio. And that's it for me. Thank you for watching, and I will post another video very shortly. Thank you for listening.